Hey, a couple of minutes early, my YouTubers. Hi. Welcome to Ostara Online with Mal, me, your host. We're simulcasting. Tonight is my first simulcast. Can you dig it? So I'm actually going to start the Zoom room. I said I would wait until 7:25. It's still 7:24. Oh, screw it. Let's just start. Join event. Here we go. And open Zoom meetings. And no, we're not using the computers. Thank you very much. Where's the thing? Start video. Start video, please. Doink. And there we are. I'm on two cameras at once. Yay! And there we are. There's Meow Meow. Hi, Meow Meow. Thank you. Do I look amazing? Yay! Blessed Ostara. Blessed Ostara. I didn't boil any eggs, but the earth did for me. I've got a piece of orange calcite that I'm going to be doing. So just understand that. So YouTube camera is here, my cell phone, and the webcam is doing Zoom if you're watching from the Drawing the Circle Productions Facebook page of that. Yeah, so my first simulcast. Yay! So exciting. I got the lighting right. Yeah, a totally new background for y'all. If you've been watching me for a while on the channel or elsewhere, I've been doing everything downstairs. But we'll talk about that once we are underway. I'm feeling rather comfortable. I do have to keep my eye on messages, unfortunately, in case people are having trouble getting into the Zoom room. It is what it is with that, but I can certainly toggle back and forth between Facebook and Zoom here. So that will hopefully work out well. I can even keep an eye on my Facebook Messenger here. So I'm okay with all of it. I really am. Okay, good. Let's come back Zoom, because we're gonna zoom. How do I make you bigger again? No, that doesn't do it. Wait. So much of learning. Ow, and my foot's cramping. Why can't I make you big again? I cannot see you for sure that way. Oh, there we go. Blink. There you go. Full screen. Learning. Everyday learning. Just every day. Every day is a winding road. I get a little bit closer to YouTube. Because so far I'm the only one in the Zoom room, which is fine because, oh yeah, it's 7:27. We don't officially start till 7:30. And don't worry. Auntie Hagatha has her coffee. So we're going to have fun tonight. I'm in a good mood. We're doing another event tomorrow night from the Drawing the Circle Productions platform, a Zoom thing, paid event called Breathing Grace, because the moon is going to be in, I think, Gemini or something. I forgot why we were doing Breathing Grace. We're going to be Breathing Grace. That's the deal. Hello, Kevin. Happy Equinox to you too. Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. Happy. Mom's going to be there soon. She had to run out. Okay, whatever. She's a sag. I get it. I don't know. Maybe she had to hunt something down. Maybe she heard a rustling in the backwoods somewhere. I don't know. A shellfish being selfish. Don't know. Yeah, and I am going to pull cards tonight, but I'm only going to, at the very end, like last thing before we sign off, I'm going to pull cards if anybody wants, because I want to get you guys, as ever, the Matt Kahn healing mantras if you should so need them, and I will unbox them at a later time. We are going to be using the new magical spell cards that I picked up in Saratoga this week. They're okay. I haven't read the book yet. It's just literally been just like shuffling with and playing with the cards, and there are little rhyming couplets on each one of them, and you know how I am about rhyming couplets. The Aaron spelling tradition. So we will see who else jumps in this room. We still have time. Oh yeah, time is really slowing down today. But I got a crap ton done. For those of you who may not know, who are maybe watching this later, I left my laptop in Saratoga visiting my parents, and I fucking exploded when I got home yesterday. I was so angry at myself that I forgot, but and my mom said the perfect word. She goes, honey, you're getting older. We all do this now. I'm like, great. Great. But it's fine. They gave it to a cousin of mine who was visiting, who also lives on Long Island. I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow morning or so. Yeah, just going to drive by, pop it in my car. And yeah, so that's why we're not doing this downstairs, because I need my laptop to do that. So we're doing it in what was once my guest room. I guess it's becoming more and more an editing bay and now a recording studio. Okay, that's fine. It's carpeted. And you will probably see lots of kitty cats throughout. I even cracked the window back there a little bit. So they're going to be drawn to that. They just know there's a window open somewhere in the house, right? So maybe you'll even get some background feline action tonight. We shall see. All right, still not seeing anyone in the room of Zoom, and I do not see that I have any messages going, oh my God, I can't get in. Oh my God, what's wrong? And I just send them the link again, and then it works. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. You know me, we're gonna give everybody some time to get in the room. This is not, me super chat rating. If anybody feels like super chatting, go ahead, but I have to explain how this all works once we get going, because we have an interesting setup tonight, because I am dealing with a simulcast situation here, and I'm going to be able to hear them, not hear you. So we'll get there. You Zoom. Nobody else is in the room right now, though, because they got a Zoom. And I'm not wearing the same sweater I was in the Instagram and Facebook picture. It's hot. It was hot today. My home is actually rather warm, and I'm on the second floor, so heat rises. I'm like, get off the cashmere. Took off the cashmere. Put on the, who am I wearing? I think H&M. Yeah, I'm wearing H&M tonight. A little bit of a blazer for you. Ripped jeans. Bare feet. I have the flattest feet in the world. When I walk on wet marble, I make suction cuppy noises. Thank you. You keep saying. Are you here for it? I'm here for it too. So let's have fun tonight. I mean, it's Ostara. It's not exactly a womp womp holiday, but we're going to talk about it a little bit. I mean, I taught this shit for years, decades. So that's why I've been posting on Facebook and elsewhere videos of things that I used to do with the Silver Broom and things that we did when we first started the Words of Grace group, which is now the Angelo and Lyons MAL for short Facebook group. Yeah, and lots of prayers, and Words of Grace is out. If you have not heard, my book, Words of Grace, is on Kindle. It's lovely. $9.99 US dollars. It's bloody brilliant, if you ask me. My Kindle editor, Dylan Martinson, I will sing his praises because he did a magnificent job. He's very, very much a stand-up young gentleman, millennial that he is. Healer, writer, copywriter, editor. He's pretty brilliant. And what he did with what Jill Schweitzer, the original editor, and I had done was pretty freaking amazing. So go check it out. Links are in the description box. Tell your friends. It's my new thing. Totally ripping it off from Trixie. I know you love him too, because I met him through your mother. Which is wonderful. We still haven't met face-to-face, though. We met during this past year online, and we got him contracted, and it just was a really wonderful manifestation. I never thought that was going to happen last year during a pandemic, no less. Oh, you had class together. You were classmates. Oh, isn't that the cutest thing ever? Oh, I remember classes vaguely. Well, I remember waking up in one of them. It was the 80s. Yeah, college. Yeah. No, I used to have a 6 a.m. ballet class on a Monday morning. 6 a.m. ballet on a Monday morning? Are you fucking kidding me? No. Piano lab. I used to have to take piano lab. We did a spell my freshman year in college. I got a bunch of the girls together, and we hated our piano lab teacher. And it was on Mondays. So we cast the spell with a crystal ball that I just happened to have, that it would snow every Monday through spring. And it did. And his class was canceled. We all got credit for that. I won't call that my first coven. No, I won't call that my first coven. I'll call that sort of like, I don't know, the craft goes to the Boston Conservatory or something like that. It was a good time. I have lots of stories like that. Okay, so it is now 7:34, and there is really nobody else in the Zoom room, which is fine. I can, I'm a tree, I can bend. Hold on. No, and not a single message telling me that anyone is having issues getting in. So we're just going to freaking roll with it, because that's what we do here at Drawing the Circle. We roll with it, draw with the circle, roll with it. Otherwise, I'm just going to get started in a little bit. We have 3 people here on the Tube of View. Yeah, sleeping Monday. Hey, Michael! Yeah, no, I party a lot at the conservatories and art school. I have to do wake up and like go to a movement class and pretend you're a burrito, you know, whatever. It's all fine. I have such an attitude about show business. I mean, I love theater and all that jazz. That's fine, but yeah. I just got such like a Looney Tunes / Tex Avery image in my head, meow meow, that I can't, right? Like Acme, was the word Acme involved, or Ace, because Ace is apparently older than Acme in Looney Tunes universe. Oh my god, oh my god. So here I was all ready to go get sacred and whatnot. And where are my people? Where hast thou gone? Where art thou? Well, all right. All right. Usually by now, if people are trying to get in and they can't get in, I have 10,000 messages. But it's fine. I'm going to do my thing in a minute. 7:36. Yeah, we should get going. Fuck it. We're fun. We're the fun ones. We're the wild ones. We're the young ones. I hate to be Rick. I loved Rick Mail. God rest his soul. Although Neil, if any of you watch The Young Ones, actually, yeah, that's Neil. It's not Briggs. What the hell is his last name? Damn. You know the guy, he's boring, man. Really, really boring in The Young Ones. He actually has narrated a number of Terry Pratchett audiobooks. Nigel Planer. Is that who it is? Nigel Planer. Yeah, names. I still suck at names. Yeah. Roadrunner. If he catches you, you're through. Bwang. All right, people, fuck it then. We're going to do this. People are, I'm going to start record. Oh, because we also get to record it on Zoom. So I'm going to take a nice deep breath. We're going to hit the record button. Whoever fucking shows up in the room, and I don't care. You ready? Everybody, please get yourself comfortable in position. You can stay for a couple of minutes and let's do this. Where is record? Record to the cloud, please. Let's see. To include audio in the recording, click the join audio. Okay, join audio. Join with computer audio. No, I have one from the laptop, but I guess I will do that. Join with computer audio. Cross your fingers, folks. Because here we are. Welcome. The young ones. Yes. Welcome. Both my Facebook on this camera and my YouTube friends on this camera to Ostara Online 2021 with Mal. I am your host, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions. I don't think myself crazy doing that. The Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi. Loving this kind of new setup. That was a total workaround because I left my laptop in Saratoga, but that's okay. Had a lovely time visiting family, playing with the new little kitten, my brother Jojo for short. And got some rest, some relaxation, and a heavy dose of Italian-based carbohydrates, and I'm back. Had a good night's sleep, got a lot done today, finally finished unpacking. I got home yesterday and settling in, and here we are, Ostara, the first day of spring. So much to cover tonight. I will do my best to, because we don't have anybody else like jamming the other room just yet, which is a little odd to me. I'll be honest with you. It seems a little odd to me, but nope, it's all good. So I just have to keep an eye on that in case people are having trouble getting into the room. And if they are not, then that's just fine. We'll just do that. Cool. So how this works, how it was supposed to work was that Meow Meow's mom was going to be over in Zoom room, so that if a question came up here on YouTube, that Meow Meow would tell her mom, and her mom would tell me through Zoom. So you could actually hear her at some point probably tell me the question. Since that is not the case at the moment, and it doesn't matter because I'm the only one in the Zoom room right now, which means people are probably having a hard time getting in, but I can't tell that. So in lieu of all of that, we're just going to roll with it and see what happens, because this is my first time simulcasting. The funny thing is that the Zoom, because I have it on my desktop, it is plugged right into everything. So there's no Wi-Fi on that one. Ooh, do you see the smoke from the smoke from magic incense? So that one's like crystal clear and not glitching. It's this one that's glitching because it's on the Wi-Fi, but it's right next to the router. So we're going to do our best. So let's rock and roll. Thank you so much for showing up. This is the welcome. Look, I have it written down there. Welcome. I got the welcome. How this works with Meow Meow Mal and Mel. We'll make it work as we go. But now the next thing on the list, because I am Virgo, is we are going to do just an opening prayer. Nothing heavy duty. Just so that we can relax. We can all get on the same page energetically at least. And we shall take it from there. So you hear me say it 10,000 times. Please get yourself comfortable in a position you can stay in for a few minutes. Both feet on the floor if you can, but if you're kicking back with your feet up, that's fine too. I just like to ground myself. Plus I got my bare feet, which feels really nice on this carpet. And tune in. Just breathe. You don't even have to like close your eyes yet if you don't want. Just, you know, settle in. Right? Make sure your back is supported. If you are prone to dozing off during any sort of spiritual practice, do make sure that there are no candles around, like mine is out of fainting distance here. Right? That if you fall forward, you're fine, like have a pillow in your lap or something. So that you can really focus on your breath. It's not that we lay the body aside, but as we give it some time and attention, just literally our awareness of what we're feeling within our own bodies. We can feel things start to gently slow down. We can feel our nervous system begin to slowly unwind a little bit from all that it has been carrying, little by little, not all at once. And as you're breathing, just scan the body for any place that feels like it's tight, or it needs a little stretch or a little adjustment. Just being loving and kind to the physical vehicle for a few minutes. That even as you breathe, to feel the inhale expand the chest cavity and the exhale, allowing it to relax. That expansion and relaxation. That taking in of the yin and the letting go of the yang. Allowing you to really rest in this present moment. Really allowing you to be at peace. Gently, gradually, with no judgment. Other than just allowing yourself to be as you are here and now. And as you breathe, just let the thoughts go by. Yes, I will keep talking as a gentle guide, but whatever words come out of my mouth, these are my prayers. You know what's in your heart. You know who or what it is that you really want to be, or both. So as the body and the mind relaxes and you find yourself dropping downward and inward into a stiller, more quieter, softer place within, that we call center. Right now, I have my center in my solar plexus. And if you can hear the reverb in the background, someone jumped on Zoom and I can hear them. So if you're on Zoom, just shut off your mic, darling. Thank you. Oh, there really is a delay there. Learning curve. So it's from this deeper, softer, non-judgmental space. I offer this prayer, dearest God, Goddess, all that is, we surrender this evening to you. It serve your purposes. We're here only to be truly helpful. We're here to represent you who sent us, so it doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about what to say or what to do. You who sent us, brought us together, are directing us. So we are content to go wherever you wish, knowing that you go along with us and that we will be healed as you teach us to heal. Please show us what you would have us do, where you would have us go, what you would have us say, and to whom, asking in return that we may leave this experience tonight, watching it live or later, feeling better than how we walked in. More peaceful, more centered, more aligned with the energies of vernal equinox, the first day of spring, equinox, equal night, equal day, equal night, that balance and that new beginning of the zodiacal year. And that certainly we may know within ourselves more grace than we did before we began, myself included. And on a personal note, please use me. Use every thought I have, use every faculty, every skill, every talent to make this the best thing I have ever done in service for the well-being of all. So let it be. And so it is. Breathe. And we are off and running. Yes. That's okay. Grace, you could go over. Grace, you can go over to the Zoom one. It's fine. It's just you had to turn the microphone to see we're learning. Because if I can hear myself talk through it, that means that other people can hear too. So you just shut off the mic. That's all. Not a big deal. If anybody wants to come be on Zoom, you're more than welcome to. You just got to jump over. And we've got D in the room. It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. And this is a learning curve. This is the first time I've ever chose. So, ladies and gentlemen, to my first simulcast. Never done this before. Pretty good for Ostara, right? First day of spring. The sun was at 0 degrees in Aries, really kicking off quite literally the astrological year. And equinox, right? The spring equinox, it means equal night, equal day, equal night. Oh yeah, oh, by the way, you're going to see probably lots of feline activity in the back because this is their room. Like I came in and I cleaned out their room from their boxes of stuff that they slept in regularly. So they're okay. They're a little disoriented, but that's okay. I have clean laundry on the bed. I'm sure they'll go lay on it. It's the cats have a way of passive aggressive vengeance. So yeah, wanted to talk not just about the Sabbath itself. I mean, a lot of people equate it with Easter, which it's not, but there are reasons for that as well because of, I believe it was the Saxon moon goddess Eostar. Let's not go there because I could go there. I taught this stuff for decades. Yeah, whatever. The moon goddess who would take the form of a hare, rabbit essentially, and lay colored eggs as blessings of fertility for the land and the children. You know where'd that come from? But pre-Easter bunny. We're gonna just say that. But beyond that, to give you a little background into the work that I do as a mystic, it has been my experience that each of the chakras is connected to one of the Sabbats. Now, there are 8 Sabbats in the Wheel of the Year, and there are 8 chakras if you count the one over the head, which I always do. That's the upper room, the star center, the soul center. I talk about it a lot. And all of this, well, the book Words of Grace, now available on Kindle, goes a little bit into the Sabbats, but I'm working on a separate project eventually that's going to be just about chakras and Sabbats. Words of Grace is obviously more about the grace stuff, which is sort of why I wanted to do tonight, because it is built into the book. You can really develop graces Sabbat by Sabbats, as well as you have access to them all year long, regardless. So the third Sabbath of the Wheel of the Year. We start with Yule, winter solstice. Then we have Imbolc, or Candlemas, February 1st or 2nd, depending on which tradition you look to. And here we are at Ostara, the third, right? The Solar Plexus, spring. It is very much an Aries energy, that Solar Plexus kind of thing. It's personal power. It's the self, the sense of self, the ego, the identity, the personality, all that kind of stuff, self-esteem. Your personal boundaries, your honor code. Its deadly sin is the deadly sin of entitlement. If you're not familiar with entitlement, where you been the past 20 years, right? Well, longer than that. And the two graces that correspond, which I'm going to be reading from my book in a little bit. The master grace, if you will, of the Solar Plexus is the grace of understanding. The companion grace, because each one has a companion, is the grace of discernment. And these two together are exceedingly helpful and have been really helpful for me, interestingly enough, over the past couple of days, getting ready for this. Like, the window is open that much, he can't get through. But he's going to try. He's going to try and escape. I don't know why. Look, oh, he disappeared. Witch cat. Witch cat. He's so cute. That's my Savvy. It's kind of fun. It's like I live in Looney Tunes with these three. So yeah, I guess I'm going to take questions here on the tube of you, because I swear no one is over in the Zoom, which is ridiculous. I'm recording it anyway. I will strip it and edit it and put it out as clips. I don't care. I'm not too proud to promote my own self. God, I promote other people enough. Let's talk a little bit about this. I'll be glad to take questions as we go through, because my attention really is not diverted between two different screens as much as I thought it would be. But I want to talk a little bit about what brought me to the experience of grace. My book, Words of Grace, is inspired by, not based on, the work of Carolyn Myss, MYSS, in two of her books in particular, technically three. Anatomy of the Spirit really laid down the foundation. Gotcha. No Zoom, no problem. Anatomy of the Spirit, where she took the chakras and aligned them with obviously the Sanskrit aspects of it that most metaphysical seekers, regardless of affiliation, study at some point. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. She matches them with the seven sacraments of the Christian Church, dealing only with the seven, right? I work with that eighth one. The Kabbalistic tree of life, though there are 10 spheres in the Kabbalistic tree of life, there are 7 levels. Solar Plexus has 2, which is, and I don't remember the Hebrew words, and I try not to like do weird cultural shit that way. It's like, I don't want to mispronounce shit. But we are looking at endurance and integrity. So how to endure with integrity. Like, how are we enduring with integrity during all of this, So a lot of stuff in there. This is our personal power. This is the seat of survival intuition, what you will and won't do. And your boundaries, which are always changing. And if you've been watching me for a while, you've heard me say it. Don't talk to strangers is really good for a 40-year-old. It's a fucking nightmare on a 44-year-old, right? So we all have to adjust our boundaries. And self-esteem, which people still think of as a noun, it's a verb, right? So the more that you work these particular graces, align with that, it starts bringing you, into better alignment with your soul, with your source. But the sacred truth of each chakra as well, and that's definitely I got from Anatomy of the Spirit. The graces I got from her books, Entering the Castle, which we're going to do a little Entering the Castle stuff, a little esque flavor, a whiff of tonight, and Defy Gravity. Brilliant, life-changing work for me. And like being exposed to radiation, it changed me. And so it changed my teachings, and it changed my personal work and my own spiritual practice for so long. So that's that. So does anyone have any questions? I am well aware that there is a time delay between me asking and you answering, which is why I have a big ass cup of coffee and an altar behind me, should it be needed. And by the way, Michael and Meow Meow have the ability to bounce people if necessary. So everybody behave. It's not that I'm not in the mood. I'm in a very good mood. But if you do have questions, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving on, because we're going to talk a little bit now about the 2 specific graces. I just have to keep tapping the screen to see if anybody's commenting. Seems not. So what I did is I printed out the pages of the prayers that we are going to say in the meditation that will come after this. But I will tell you that one of the biggest things I've experienced just since this book has been released is my deep relationship with the 3 gateway graces, humility, hope, and endurance, which I call the maiden, the mother, and the crone graces. The humility, the grace of humility is my shield against humiliation, knowing that I do not know, and we'll call in those 3 as well, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Why not? Persephone has risen. She is here. Last night at midnight, I lit a candle, that same flame. I just added a new candle, and just keep it going. And I felt her presence so much, I just wept. I just wept. Once again, maiden, right? It's like, just like her, our maidenhood grows back by, well, eventually. So it's hard for her to leave Hades, but she's back. I actually did yoga outside today. But which is why I think we all have access to grace all the time. But if you just work with the maiden, the mother, and the crone graces, as you'll hear in the meditation, the lead-in, I know, oh, Grace, you're such a troublemaker, said no one ever. Well, I'm sure somebody said it. But the maiden, the mother, and the crone grace, the gateway graces, they open you up to all the other graces. And that's why those 3 in particular have been very near and dear to my heart as a divine feminine. So, understanding, most people put understanding up here. There's a grace up there too, actually. Each chakra that I work has 2 graces. The grace of clarity, which is the companion grace to the grace of knowledge, sacred knowledge, all that third eye kind of stuff, mental power. Seek only truth, the sacred truth of the third eye. But that's not the solar plexus. The solar plexus, the sacred truth is honor thyself. Honor thyself, right? But sometimes you can't even understand what you're feeling here. You think the grace of understanding will help people understand you, where really it's about you understanding them without all of this. Understanding them here. Understanding them here. Grant me the grace, and that's why it's in the prayer, where I ask for the grace of understanding in all matters in my life, so I may sense beyond the obvious and the personal, right? Don't take anything personally. This is personal power. So, it really is the antidote to the grace of entitlement, because so often, regardless of the type of entitlement, and I have seen it play itself out the whole spectrum from passive to aggressive and aggressive to passive, right? People can use a passivity and a poor me kind of thing with their entitlement. I've seen it because I've suffered. I'm entitled to this and that. And I'm not talking about medical stuff necessarily, but I've seen that too. To, what we're used to, the more narcissistic, because I'm more important than everybody else, right? So there's a spectrum there. We all get the deadly sin of entitlement, but people don't realize how deadly it actually is. It can burn holes in your stomach. It can give you ulcers. It's the solar plexus deadly grace. So that understanding, for example, that we're all one. Sacred truth of the root chakra, all is one. And sacred truth of the second chakra, honor one another. This is honor thyself. THY, as in like scriptural language, like honor the divinity within yourself. So these lower 3 chakras, this Sabbath completes the set of 3 before we go into the next 4, which are the personal level of power. It's a long story. Read my book. Read my book into the air, and read Carolyn Mace, everything she's ever written, never will read, ever, just read her. Read her for health. And then the Grace of Discernment has been such a lifesaver these past few days. I went to Saratoga. You know, I live alone. I work from home. I've got my 3 cats, and it's lovely. I do love living together, living alone, but with my boys, my sweethearts. But, you know, I work all the time. So there's a certain amount of keep going, kid, keep going. You can do this. You're almost there. You're almost there. So when I got to Saratoga, I relaxed, and I didn't even realize how much stress I was carrying. I also drove like a 4-hour trip in like 3.5 hours because I know how to drive magically. And it was a very emotional time as I essentially relaxed. All of that stuff was coming out, and I was being triggered left, right, and center until I realized this isn't all mine. I'm feeling this isn't all mine. This is not all mine, because I paid attention to what I was feeling and the voices that were rising inside of me, and I realized this could be anyone, and this is a good chunk of the Grace of Discernment, to not take things personally, even what you're feeling. Like Don Miguel Ruiz never said, like, don't take your emotions personally, but your emotions flow through you, and it's a very, very interesting thing. So perhaps you could see how these two work together. The grace of understanding, which is the master grace of the chakra, particularly for Ostara. 8.5 million people on the island, I think. Yeah, right? Well, all right. So I had this, I don't want to call it a visionary mystical experience, even though it was, because that sounds like, you know, Spielberg. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was like in my house, like last week, 3 a.m, couldn't sleep, smoked a prayer cigarette, because I only smoke when I pray. Does that make sense? Yes, I only smoke when I pray, but I don't always. In other words, like, if I'm going to smoke a cigarette, I'm going to pray, but I can pray whenever I want. I'll find a better way of saying that. And they said to me, there are, what did they say? 7.8 billion people on the planet. So in any one moment, if you are feeling, let's say, I don't know, anxious about the future, in any given moment, if 1% of the population is feeling that at the same time as you, think about that. That's millions of people. Right? In that one, whatever it is, a 30-second period, a 30-minute period, a 30-day period, whatever it is. So you're not feeling, it's called resonance, right? Yeah, whoosh, I know. But now look what I said, like, what did I say? Like a general apprehension about the future. There's more than 1% of the people on the planet feeling that. So how much of it is yours? Now it's not like, okay, I only want to feel my own. You can't. It doesn't work like that. That's not how the quantum works. We are all one. But what this allows you to do is to understand this is not all mine, and I can discern what is triggering me, but that the triggering is only there so that I can help process this lower vibrational energy, which is really divine energy that's been slowed down. Love speeds it up. Love is the healer. So there's an understanding that comes with these, and I'm using that word deliberately, where it's like you digest things and you get them on a deeper level that's not all this. Right? Because like, was that it? I don't understand. I don't understand. It's all up here. When it starts really developing down here, and of course you have understandings. I'll give you a perfect example. Like I said, you store your in your solar plexus, your honor code. You really do. It takes practice to learn the voice there. But like, I can't stand liars. Lying to an empath is cruel. It's practically gaslighting, because we know something's wrong. We can feel something's off. Oh, no, I'm not mad at all. And meanwhile, they're like, then what's wrong with me? What is this feeling? So sudden and new, right? You have a little Galinda moment at that point, right? This is hard stuff, right? This can be very, very, very tricky stuff. So to instead really learn how to care for yourself in personal power that way, that, I want to say this the right way. When someone lies to me, it really made me learn how not to lie, how to speak truth, but without ripping people's heads off, which is where I come from. Does that make sense? Well, but it's the Cancerian crab hands. No, what do you mean? I'm not angry. What makes you think I'm angry? I'm not angry. I'm not moody. No, you're moody, right? My mother is a Cancer. I'm allowed. I've got dibs on that one. Just checking to see. Nope, no one's there. I'm good. Okay, good. I mean, brain, what? Yeah, Virgos don't like liars to begin with also, yeah. Because we want accurate information. But what makes people lie? What makes people lie? So let's say somebody comes to you, and I've been using this example for decades. Somebody comes to you and says, hey, it's our dear friend's birthday next week. I'm throwing them a surprise party. Will you lie for me and take them out shopping or somewhere so that I can run in and set up the surprise party, right? And okay, there's something going on in the chat that I can't look at right now. So someone says, yeah, will you lie? Will you lie for me? And, you know, if someone says to me, hey, we're going to surprise the shit out of this bitch for her birthday. She does everything for everybody. We're just surprise the crap out of her. I'm like, hi, man, what do you need me to say? What do you need me to do? I'm so in like Flynn. But if somebody comes to me and says, hey, will you tell my wife I was with you the other night? Right? It's like you can tell right here in your solar plexus. That's where the grace of understanding and the grace of discernment really do work hand in hand, because you're having a deeper understanding about what your honor code is while you discern what is right for you and what isn't. Okay, don't know what that was going on. Let's move on. Forgive. Are you guys ready to meditate? Let's do this. Let's enter the castle of the soul. We'll do some breath work. We're going to go to the third mansion. I'm going to read from a little bit of the book. Then we'll come out. We'll do some Q&A, close, do some cards, and then we'll close. Cool. All right. Please get yourself comfortable in a position you can stay in for a couple of minutes. You know, and settle in. You know, this is our time together. This is our Sabbath. I mean, look, it would be nice to be standing around a table decorating eggs. We're not. Not that I didn't do that for 20 plus years. Enough with the cholesterol. Although I do love a good egg salad. So, before we do this, the inspiration for this meditation, it's one I do a lot, is from Entering the Castle by Carolyn Myss, but it was inspired by St. Teresa of Avila for Carolyn Myss. So I don't know if there's a copyright infringement there. I don't know if you can copyright the Castle of the Soul, but I'm going to get you in. We're going to get in, and then we're going to walk around for a little bit. So please do get yourself, once again, a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more grounded, a little bit more centered, so that the body becomes less of a focal point and more of a foundation, something that you will not be leaving. This is not out of body experience. We are going deeper in. Is it further in, higher up? Deeper in and higher in, further up, higher in. But it does start with relaxation. And the beauty of relaxation is that it really is a decent sign of our alignment with the soul. Because the soul is never upset. It's pretty much always relaxed. Unless it's like ecstatic. So just letting yourself relax is an act of grace. And sometimes it's not so easy. So again, make sure your physical surroundings are safe. That if you nod off into a pillow rather than a candle. This is how we really go into the breath. Just imagine every breath you take now is just laden with grace. Grace surrounding you, above you, below you, behind you, before you, to your left, to your right, and within. coming in not just through your respiratory system, but through the pores of your skin. Just breathe. Let the thoughts come up and breathe them on by. We're not trying to stop thought, we're just blessing it with the breath. Letting it be saturated with the breath. And exhaled as needed. So that as you're focused, intention to relax, and the breath of spirit moving through you, the breath of grace moving through you, you automatically allow the soul to emerge like the sun from behind a cloud. Gently, slowly, warmly, from within. And we imagine in our minds a brilliant golden light getting brighter with each breath. And as we look into that light, we see in the distance a castle surrounded by a moat, the drawbridge drawn, very high walls, at least 100 feet high, 10 feet thick, carved from one single diamond. It's a big diamond. Within the castle walls, 7 mansions connected with a central courtyard. As we approach now, we step into this light and find ourselves right on this side of the moat. And I ask that the higher selves of all involved, watching live or later, now lower the drawbridge. And each of us is a soul. It's not that you have a soul, so no one's entering anybody else's castle here. So I will say the prayer singular, so that you can just kind of flow with it in your own mind as a gentle guide. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, before I even begin to lower this drawbridge, I ask for the gateway graces to surround me, the maiden, the mother, and the crone grace. Oh, great maiden, goddess, please bless me, infuse me, fill me with the grace of humility to know that I do not know when I do not know. But I am willing to be shown. That my mind may more relax and relax into uncertainty, which is so rife on the planet now as it ever has been. Tomorrow being unsure for everyone all the time. That I may step into this moment with the innocence of the maiden, willing to explore, to take the journey, but knowing that she does not know, therefore cannot be humiliated with the shield of humility. Great Mother Goddess, please, the Mother Grace of Hope, the Gateway Grace of Hope, that I alone do nothing, but with the divine all things are possible. The grace of hope, the golden thread through the labyrinth to the center and out the other side. That there is a divine plan in all of this that is for our benefit and for the well-being of all. That warm, nurturing hope, the only thing we are truly entitled to is hope. And great crone goddess, please bless us with the crone grace of endurance, that we may endure with grace and gracefully endure. That we may draw upon a strength from beyond this world. That we may do whatever is required of us in this lifetime, in this timeline, to grow, to heal, to learn, to evolve and to fulfill our roles in the divine plan. Great maiden of all names, great mother of all names, great crone of all names, please surround us hand in hand in hand, surrounding us with these gateway graces, that through our breath and through our willingness we may be infused with all the graces we need now and moving forward, not just tonight, but at a moment's notice, that we may experience these graces more personally and more intimately, understanding that they affect all of life through us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We are now properly prepared to enter the castle. Please lower the drawbridge. And as we watch the drawbridge lower, we can just see inside the light emanating. One candlelight could light up this whole castle, carved of a single diamond. And now we set foot on the bridge as we cross the drawbridge into the silent bliss of our castle. Once inside, we raise the drawbridge behind us, forbidding all outside influence from entering this holy place that is the soul. Here in my castle, I am alone with the divine. Under its light and companionship, I am discovering the love, the power, the wisdom, the depth, the beauty, and the grace of my soul. Here, in the center of my castle, I embrace the power of prayer. Here, surrounded by my pantheons of the divine, I open myself to divine guidance. Here, in the center of my soul, I surrender who I believe myself to be, that I may be used as a channel of love, power, wisdom, grace, healing, compassion, for the well-being of all. And so it is. And stand here in the center courtyard, surrounded by a semicircle of mansions, and I do mean mansions. This castle more like a city in scope. Each mansion ranging for me, one red, one orange, one yellow, one green, one light blue, one dark blue, one indigo, one violet, with the central courtyard representing the 8th chakra, unifying them all. Here in the center of this courtyard, just bask in your pantheons of the divine. We all have different channels we're tuned to. For me, it's guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, and my own higher selves. And from here, we feel called and drawn to the 3rd mansion, corresponding to the 3rd chakra, the solar plexus. And I see my own. Apparently someone in the parking lot does too. And I can see that shining, liquid, golden light, sun lemon yellow radiance, made of citrine and calcite and yellow diamond, topaz and amber. Its gates open to me as I approach. And I stand in the open yard, surrounded by yellow flowers, sunflowers, buttercups, every color and shape and variety of this living, pulsing mansion of grace. I step into an open door in front of me and find myself in a grand entrance hall. And everybody's castle is different and changes and shifts, but this is what I see. A blazing yellow fire in the center of the great hall, with many rooms and hallways shooting off from this central location, just like the sun and its rays. And this light, this heat is purifying. The pure honor and integrity of the soul. The balance of endurance and integrity. Confirming that I am an individualized unit of consciousness, a piece of the divine that holds the entire pattern within me holographically. This is the center of my personal power, the mansion of my personal power, and within these floors, these rooms, there are secrets. There are things hidden. There are wounds. There are stories. These are the things that are waiting to be triggered by our external world so that we may bring these darknesses into light. Not that they're bad, not that they're evil. They've just forgotten where they come from. So it is from this place now that we invoke the grace of understanding and breathe in this brilliant lemon yellow fire, brighter than the sun, yet more healing than burning. As I offer this prayer, dearest God, Goddess, all that is, please grant me the grace of understanding when I am in chaos and cannot see the divine plan, your plan. May this grace keep me from harming myself and others when I do not understand. I ask for the grace of understanding in all matters of my life, so I may sense beyond the obvious and the personal. May this grace illuminate the wisdom path, so I can understand the truth of who I am, so I can act on the guidance of the gods without needing to ask. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, please hover over me, rise up within me, and let the grace of understanding flow through me as never before. Help me absorb this grace in my solar plexus so that it shines like a radiant sun, a light, the light of my soul, in its total acceptance of who I am, where I am, what I'm doing in any given moment. Grant me the grace of understanding to know that the soul always accepts. The soul always honors where I am on my path, knows everything about where I am on my path, and is consistently saying, thank you. And if it's not saying thank you, it's saying, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Honor and acceptance. Thank you. It's okay. And as I breathe into this, my awareness deep in my solar plexus, I allow myself whatever needs to come up to come up. And my response is simply, thank you. It's okay. And if not, then it's okay. Thank you. It's okay that it's not okay. Thank you. And as this grace expands from within, moving through my entire energy system, lending this grace to the personal power that assists, attunes, and aligns with every other chakra in my body and energy system, I ask that this grace of understanding now radiate out from me. That I become a field of the grace of understanding. That the wisdom path be illuminated before me and before all who come before me. So that we can understand the truth of who we are. Souls on journeys of power, of love, of wisdom. And so that we can all act more gracefully on the guidance that the gods pour down upon us like manna. The signs inside and out that even when a knot in the stomach happens, we tense in the solar plexus. We are not understanding ourselves or another. And as this grace expands from within, moving throughout my entire energy system, lending this grace to the power that assists, attunes, and aligns with every other chakra in my body and energy system, I ask that this grace of understanding now radiate out from me. And as we breathe now, we feel a shift, a surrender to our true role and our own personal power, which is to honor thyself. Thy indicating the divine within, the soul of the solar plexus, the solar energy of the internal sun, the S-U-N of God. Thank you, God, Goddess, all that is. May we come into deeper understanding of this with every breath. And may we outpicture this truth to all who cross our path. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So mote it be. Amen. And take a minute. We're not opening our eyes just yet. But let that be your mantra for this Ostara. Thank you. Just inside, something crops up, and not just the tricky stuff. Yeah, the judgments, the tensions that rise and then often quickly dissipate once those voices are heard and honored. But also to thank the good song on the radio, the synchronicity that comes, the insight that rises. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To honor yourself It's a good thing, good practice, and one that I hope blesses all of us and opens us deeply to this grace. Just bask for a moment as you breathe the grace of understanding. As now we walk through that fire, which does not burn, but only heals, only clears, only lifts. And backwards, going into the back of the mansion through a long hallway to an open, sunlit atrium, indoors yet outdoors, radiant with this same light pouring in from outside and radiating out from within. And feel the foliage around you in this atrium, the plant life, the animal life. The felines in particular do like the solar plexus. That heat, that warmth, that Leo radiance. And so it is from this place that I now call forth the grace of discernment. Dearest God, Goddess, all that is, please grant me the grace of discernment that I may see what is valuable and important in the moment from what is not. May this grace fine-tune my deeper senses so I may discern what is true from what is false. May the grace of discernment guide me moment by moment out of the chains of illusion and into the freedom of truth. Grant me the grace of discernment that I may feel deeply what's going on in my solar plexus, but also to feel wisely. May this grace flow into me and through my solar plexus, assisting and being the companion of the grace of understanding. That the intuition that is mine and perhaps no one else's can be given safe space to unfold. Whatever judgments that may rise within me, may I discern and respond with, it's okay. It's okay. This judgment in your solar plexus is okay. I'm containing it within the grace of discernment within myself, in the safe laboratory of my solar plexus, so alchemy can take place. It's okay. Thank you to whatever rises. Let this grace of discernment remind me to respond in gratitude to what pops up in my solar plexus, adding this power to the grace. So the alchemy from lead to gold, from illusion to truth, from chains to freedom takes place within me and within the one. And how can I serve you? Let this grace flow through me, that I may know how to serve what's inside of me as well as what's right in front of me. And even when it feels really good, let me discern that all is well, that I am at peace, that the sacred truth of honor thyself is also to honor that all is well in the larger plan. All is well. All is well. All is well. Let the graces of discernment and understanding pair to broadcast to all that lives in this moment, in this precious now. All is well. All is well. All is well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So more to be. And breathe. And allow that golden light, that lemon yellow sunshine to just radiate through you as though your skin and cell tissue became crystalline transparent. Your personal power unchained by grace here in the castle, with the grace of understanding and discernment hand in hand, in tandem with the maiden and the mother and the crone, grace of humility, hope, and endurance, so that you may understand how lovable you really are and how loved you really are by all of life. That you are not special or separate. You are holy of the whole, as in the whole universe is incomplete without you. That the universe wanted to be you, so it created you as a person, as a personality, with an ego, with problems, with issues, with a body. But to understand the truth of who you really are, an eternal, immortal, guiltless, birthless, deathless being of the divine, an individualized unit of consciousness, Sat Chit Ananda. To let that truth, that understanding permeate your being forevermore, even if just day by day. What healing that brings to a world struggling between truth and illusion, clarity and falsehood, lies, illusions, deceptions, delusions, or truth, honor, discernment, and understanding. May we all be embodiments of this grace as we carry these seeds within all that we do, this Ostara, through Beltane and to Letha, summer solstice, where these graces will be integrated with all the previous and all those coming as we walk the spiral of the wheel of the year, the spiral of the year, ever upward, ever higher for the well-being of all. So would it be. And just bask here for a minute. In this beautiful atrium, just lit with grace. That more discernment and understanding comes with you now with every breath, comes to you now with every breath. That you may relax into that there's nothing wrong. It's just your destiny unfolding. That of course you don't know what's going to happen next. But you can have the grace of understanding and the grace of discernment to find your way through. With the grace of humility, the grace of hope, and the grace of endurance surrounding you always in a great circle of light, of love, of truth. Bringing you all the way back to the truth of who you really are. Then all the way all the way deeper and higher up, all the way home. So take a few more minutes in this magnificent mansion with basements and attics and rooms and hallways and antechambers and separate buildings all connected to this particular mansion, your own personal histories, your own personal violations of power, where you've been gutted by others, where you've gutted others, where you've been true to your honor code, where you've been false to it. This life, other lives, all stored here like a battery, like a library, like an aspect of the Akashic Records itself. And know that you can return at any time. It's your mansion. It's your castle. But for now, we turn and come back the way we came, leaving the atrium behind, seeing that beautiful lemon sun yellow flame that we just easily breeze right through, out into the front gardens of yellow snapdragon, dandelions, black-eyed Susans, foxglove, forsythia, and goldenrod, and of course the sunflower. And out now into that central courtyard where we glow with the luminous light of the grace of understanding and the grace of discernment, the solar plexus recharged like a battery. And we acknowledge around us our pantheons of the divine smiling, guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, higher selves, and anyone else you happen to be working with. And we are all one with this. We may not understand it, but somewhere in the solar plexus it knows it to be truth. And we've never really left home. We are just dreaming we did. We never really separated from the great unity, the supreme being, the one source. But we're such good actors, we forgot we're acting. And that's okay. And thank you, because it gave us the journey to learn, to heal, to grow, to become the best that we can be, and remember who we truly are, and transform a world into fifth dimensional unity consciousness with understanding and discernment, along with all the other graces. As now we turn towards the drawbridge, and we ask that it please be lowered, that we may return to our third and fourth dimensional awareness, carrying the light of Ostara in every cell with every breath. And we walk towards the drawbridge, now lowered, and we set foot upon it, saying, as I exit the castle, I am surrounded and protected by grace. May every breath I take, every beat of my heart, every blink of my eye, bless every man, woman, and children, all men, women, and children, incarnate with all of the love, wisdom, power, understanding, and discernment they need for this Ostara tide, moving forward through Beltane at May 1st, and summer solstice next in June, that we may all discern and understand each other as divine, and bring more honor to ourselves and to this world. We turn and look back at the castle and ask that the drawbridge be raised, knowing that we may return at any time. So mote it be. Amen. And focus on your breath. Gently make your way back into the room, allowing your eyelids to be the last things as you move. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes, and all that shit. Oh. Oh. And as you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back into the room. Cheers. Oh, wow, an hour and 20 minutes. I do go on. Oh, my God. Okay. So we've got one person here in Zoom land, and we've got 10 over here in YouTube land. So I said I would take some Q&A. So my Zoomer there, hello, I won't mention your names of the people on YouTube. I see you. Yes, hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Laura, thank you for the wonderful meditation. I came in late, but I went deep quickly, so thank you.
Good. Do you have any questions, sweetheart? Since you're the one I can hear, and then we'll go into the YouTube land.
I don't know about a question, just a comment that, discernment, I really needed that tonight, because especially this year, we question sometimes the things that don't make sense and the things that are just feels like one obstacle after another, and you start to judge it, and it's good to remember that those are gifts as well. So
yeah.
thank you for remembering that.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to piss yourself off in the most beautiful way possible, read The Universe Always Has a Plan by Matt Kahn. Really, any of his stuff, because he's so genius. And he's not trying to piss us off, but he knows full well that when we hear things like all is well, we're like, yeah? Yeah? I love him, though. I love him. I think he's genius. I think he's better at it than I am, but you can't really compare. There's humility for you, right? Who knows? Who cares? So thank you for being here tonight. My YouTubers, this is my first fucking simulcast. And by the way, yes, I'm a high holy mystic and a retired high priest, and I curse like a fucking sailor, and you're happy for it, trust me. It's better than being all high and pompous. So, my tubers of you, are there any questions on your end? Now is your time. I'm going to scroll up. I'm seeing Bless All. There's Mal Flanders. So yeah, there's always a little delay there. So if anybody has any questions, now's the time to ask them. Because otherwise, because in case you did jump in, I got the magical spell cards. And I will say they're very much of the spelling tradition, the Aaron spelling tradition. Bunch of rhyming couplets, rhyming couplets. Next time I'll try and Zoom. Yeah, I mean it's fun. I love it, and this is all being recorded on Zoom. So we're gonna go in and Mal just tipped me. Mal, yes, tip your witch for Ostara, people. Why not? I won't even see it for a month. So tip away, because it's a long, long way to tip a rare me. What? Where? What drunk ancestor of my Celts, my Irish side just said that? I am predominantly Irish because I got Irish on both sides of my family. I just look Italian, eh? Hey, Mal, hey. Okay, as long as we're here and we have Mal on, is it? Hey, girl, you okay? I just want to know. I know you had a rough day. Apparently, you got some Looney Tunes vibe going on. Somebody drop a fucking safe on your head. Do I need to kick some ass? Because, you're a good woman. You're a strong woman. You could take it, but you ain't gotta, Ma loves it when I talk straight guy to her. She loves it. It makes her giggle, and that's worth it. Sort of like L'Oreal. What? There were pillows involved? The throw pillow? I don't need to know these things. I do not need to know these things. I am not the litigator. I am witch. Nice channeling. You're welcome. Yeah, years of acting classes and speech classes. Actually, I learned more about accents. I studied the Arthur Lessack method. I think that was the Arthur Lessack method, where I used to have to notate the different sounds, and I learned how to I have a good, see, there she is. Hey, well, I'm glad I make you laugh. You know, you give so much to so much, woman. You know, it's like you really need to like give yourself them laughing times. You know what I mean? And by the way, you look really, really pretty tonight. Did anybody tell you today you look really, really pretty? I could totally do like emotional phone sex and get paid a lot more money than doing what I'm doing, but I'm not allowed. Oh my gods, don't want that. Pick a card. Hey, fuck. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Aries through Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. These are just easier rather than asking individual questions. Look at her. She's all heart-eyed and whatnot, just emojiing all over the place. Oh, Dylan's going to have fun editing this recording. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do Aries, and I'm just going to read you what's on the card. I haven't even touched the bookie book yet. You'll see what I mean. It's a little Aaron Spelling's charmed, but that's okay. I'm not officially reviewing it or unboxing it yet, but we will do this, right? Everyone, please take a nice deep breath. All right, who are we even asking? I haven't even dedicated... Oh, to my ancestors? All right, to my magical ancestors. Fuck yeah. Ooh, breathe. To my ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, please, one card in clarity for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading for the Ostara tide starting today and going through at least until Beltane May 1st, or Letha, summer solstice, in June for the Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Their magical spell card is, oh, victory. Not bad for an Aries. That's very victory. And your spell is, I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Work. I think this is going to be a nice addition, a little quickie addition to my ratings. I like that. Victory. Oh, victory, victory. That's the one for me. Destiny. Breathe. Taurus. All right, my magical ancestors, please, the Taurus collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, bring through the prophecy through these pieces of cardboard in every aspect and synapse of my nervous system, please, for them, this Ostara through to Letha 2021. Abundance, very Taurus. Like victory is very Aries, abundance is very Taurus. Goddess of abundance divine. Let me thrive. Let fortune be mine. It's a little iffy on the meter, but I'm a Virgo. Obviously, this person is not. Especially you want to do it with 8s, because 8s are number of men. Never mind. Gemini, please breathe. Here we go. All right. I like this. Oh, my ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. One card for the Gemini collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. This Ostara through Beltane to Letha, please. What's a good spell for them? Psychic protection. Yeah, the Geminis fucking need it. Loose cannons on deck. Around me now, a shield of gold, protecting me strong and bold. Well, isn't that just lovely? Use that right now, do my Taurus moon, rock and roll. Okay, psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold, protecting me strong and bold. To burn my enemies known and untold. Sorry, kidding. Not really. Cancerians, breathe. Oh. This is the dawning of the age of the Aqualung. Oh, please, my beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. We're having fun. One for the crablets, for the crab cakes, please. This Ostara through Beltane to Letha 2021, please. Their perfect spell. True love, come to me. Crabs. True love shall come to me, as I do will, so mote it be. I did do better. I have true love spells that read like fucking sonnets, as well as the power of true love, hear my plan, bring a true lover here to me for the well-being of all, harm to none, as I will it, so let it be done. And like dinner and a movie out of the deal if possible. Breathe. Leos, 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 Leos. Please, my ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Please, one card in clarity for the Leo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. What is it that they need? What is their perfect spell? This Ostara through Beltane into Letha. Inspiration. These are kind of right on target with the astrology signs so far. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. Okay, I wouldn't call that a rhyme because it's not rhyming at all. That's really more of an invocation. And honestly, I'm going to just say that if you're not familiar with the Egyptian pantheon, you might want to go read up and introduce yourself first. Just saying. Oh, well, darling, everyone's entitled to their opinions. And as I understand, assholes like opinions. Everybody has one. So good luck to you. I'm a witch, and I come from lawyers, so I wouldn't try burning me because it doesn't have goodwill. So to each their own, live and let live, fairly taken, fairly given. May the grace of discernment and the grace of understanding be yours forevermore, and may you heal, my darling, may you heal. Virgo, breathe. My beloveds, my beloveds, my beloveds, please, thank you, Michael, Archangel, as well as Starziak, please, my magnificent ancestors with magic, miracles, and mysticism, please, for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Yeah, I'm putting that inspirational card aside for the Leo, Sun, Leo, Rising. Please, for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their perfect spell for this this Ostara through Beltane to Letha 2021? Peace, man. Peace. Oh, Bridget. We get Bridget. Bridget, goddess in your sacred name, a light within me, pieces, flame, P-E-A-C-E apostrophe S, not pieces as in Reese's. Just saying. Peace. I'll take that for Virgo. It's a little lavender and soda light, if you ask me. Excuse me. Dropped a card and put mine over there. Libras, breathe. Cat hair on the face. Where are my boys at? Let's see if I can get you some more feline entertainment before we're done. Breathe, Libras. All right. My ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, what do they need? What's their perfect spell to work with, to begin with this Ostara through Beltane to Letha 2021? Good cheer. Good cheer. With kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule, so mote it be. I really like that one. That was really nice. Like, that's actually perfect meter, isn't it? With kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. Come forth, Morgaine. Go thee to the wild hunt, lay thee before the... If you guys really have to listen to Mists of Avalon on audio on YouTube. It's really good. Scorpios, you big stingers, breathe. My ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, please, one card in clarity for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm tip your witch, tip your witch, tip your witch. You Scorpios, please, one card in clarity. What is their perfect spell that they can begin working on this Ostara through Beltane to Letha 2021? Safe travel, Scorpios. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. I like that. It's practically right out of Bright Bells. Fuck. Let's keep moving. Sagittarius, is my Saggy in the moon? Is my Saggies here? Are you here? She's gone. I can tell. I can feel her. She's not in the room. Here we go. Sagittarius. All right. My ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. What is the perfect spell for the Sagittarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? I'm watching this video, receiving this reading. For Ostara, there it is on the timeline. Ostara through Beltane into Letha 2021. Fertility. Fertility. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. Well, there you go. What does that say? Mal Flanders, your astrology is calling, right? Just whoop, put it right back. Masagi. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. All about what? It doesn't say, but I didn't read the book. You know what I mean? Neat. I like these. These are fun. Like I said, you know, it's sort of an episode of Charmed in a deck of cards, but that's okay. See, someone should get the rights to that. All right. Here we go. Breathe. Capricorns. You know I love my caps. I would marry Capricorn, honestly. I really would. I would marry somebody with a nice stable Capricorn, something or other going on in their chart. As long as, you know, they didn't have Saturn retrograde in it or something like that, I would be okay. Breathe. No more Geminis. They need to be supervised. Please, my beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism, one card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their perfect spell that they need? This Ostara through Beltane into Letha 2021. Organization. I mean, these are ridiculously on point, I think, for a good number of the zodiac signs in their house placements. Organization, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. Not so much the rhyme, though, but whatever. I could work on it. A place for everything and everything its place, put all where it goes in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As it will, so let it be done. Yeah, it's okay. Aquariums. Oh my God, Grace, wake up, Grace. Here we go. Take a nice deep breath. I mean, the actual person, Grace, not just, you know, as in words of. Breathe. My pantheons. I'm getting a little high, but only 2 left. Please, my beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Please, one card for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their perfect spell they can begin working on, kind of building a little fragment, a little seed to make it grow? Friendship, the 11th house word. I mean, no shit. Aquarians are the friends of the zodiac. It says it's friendship. It's the perfect blendship. Dig. No, it does not say that. Friendship. Bring to me friendship true, sharing, laughter, understanding too. Just darling. Just wait. See, now when I do the oracle deck I'm going to do, you know we're going to throw in spell cards now. Honey. Vinegar and water spell. Okay, so Pisces, wake up, fishies, here we go. All right, last card down, my beloved pantheons. Sorry, my ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. I am getting loopy. I'm going to have so much fun after this. Mal, call me after. Please, I'm going to need help landing. I'm going to need a Sagittarius to help me landing. Oh, I'm screwed. Please, one card in clarity for the Piscean collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm watching this reading, receiving this video, receiving this reading. I'm going to need some serious EFT after this one. Please, one card in clarity. What is their perfect spell for this Ostara through Beltane into Letha 2021? Confidence. Now, what's interesting is I think the Pisces read for the new moon, full moons that we did, they had uncovering confidence as their mantra. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure off the top of my head. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. You know, I'm a little mathematical with the see, I took poetry structure in high school and I learned about rhyme and meter. And you know, there's a certain meter like limericks. There once was a man from Nantucket. Let's just leave that there. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy that. I like this deck. I'm going to be incorporating them into the readings for sure. But But I think it's getting time to wrap up. We've been doing this for almost an hour and 40 minutes. Oh, Dylan's going to have a field day. He's never going to edit all of this. But I thought what we would do is just a closing prayer, and then we will call it a night. And what a lovely, lovely Ostara. I mean, look, this time next year, I could be traveling around the world. I could be driving all over the place. I pulled the Fairy Oracle cards for all of us here. Love is the only fortune that grows and it is spent. And my clavicles as well. I just spend them all day long. Okay, everyone, please. I've had enough. So had enough. Everyone, please get yourself comfortable. We're not going into deep meditation. We're just going to close this up with a prayer. So just take a moment, breathe, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. Because this one's coming straight from the heart. Brian Adams just got a deep chill. He doesn't know why. Oh, my beloved God, Goddess, all that is, my pantheons of the divine, my collective pantheons of guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, and the higher selves of all involved tonight. Thank you so very much for this blessed opportunity to come together at a distance, intimate yet far, that the grace of discernment and the grace of understanding may flow through us like a bell that we have rung tonight that will not stop ringing forever, though it will dim over time, that we may at any point put a hand upon the solar plexus and say, discernment, understanding, help, 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 help. And then remember, thank you, it's okay, thank you, it's okay, thank you, it's okay, as our loving response to ourselves, that we may grow, that we may heal, that we may be filled with grace, that we may become lighthouses of grace, moving lighthouses, even if we don't leave the house, bringing more light, more understanding, more grace, more discernment to our own lives. More blessings to those around us, and to bless all of life with all that anybody really truly wants, to be loved, to be seen, to be heard, to be understood, and to have that discernment to sort out what's true from what's false here. Our feet on the floor, moving ever forward on the hero's journey all the way, all the way, all the way home. Thank you. Thank you. Such an honor. So would it be. And so it is. Thank you so much for watching, my muggles, my witches, my angels, my root workers, my whoever it is and whatever you are. Thank you so much. I know I love doing these. It's just I haven't had a lot of time and energy to live stream, but I'm glad that we could do it. And we didn't do one for Imbolc because Imbolc was just crazy. But I'm really glad to do this tonight. So thank you all, and thank you for watching on Zoom. Tomorrow night we are doing a Zoom thing. It is paid. It's called Breathing Grace, and we're going to go way deeper than we went tonight for sure, because we're not going to just be doing those two graces. We're going to be taking it into breath work. We're going to be doing a little circular breathing, a little Wim Hof, nothing too heavy. So 7:30 p.m. tomorrow night. That one will not be made public, obviously, but we're probably going to take the audio and the video and cut it up anyway, because that's what we do. That's what you do when you produce nowadays. Woo! I made me some money tonight, $13.96. Oh, thank you. And remember, I take Venmo too. PayPal, Venmo, all that jazz is down in the description box. And go buy my book, Words of Grace. Like, if you liked what we did tonight, go buy the book. Link in the description box. It's $9.99, and it's on Kindle. And you don't need Kindle; you just need the Kindle app. We're learning these things as we go. Anyway, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of this Ostara. I'm gonna go get undressed and blow out that candle. Not at the same time. Blessed Ostara. Reach out if you need me. All my info's in the description box below. You want a reading? Book me, because doing them on Zoom is fun because you get a recording of it. Anyway, wishing you the very best and the very blessed. Say it with me twice. Say it with me twice to be doubly blessed, my darlings. Hail, there we go. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be. Good night, all. Blessed, blessed, blessed Ostara. Bye.